And welcome back. With us now is Craig Granger from Grow for Good 417. Craig, thanks for joining us. Tell us exactly what Grow for Good 417 is.
Okay, well, Grow for Good, grow because of plants.
Yeah.
For Good because we donate a lot to nonprofits, and 417 because we just love this area.
Sure. And you keep those donations and stuff local?
Most of them, but we
Okay.
did do a donation drive in February for Ukraine. So
Very
yeah.
cool. All right.
No, we know that you have some events coming up, but you also brought something for us to do here. So let's start with this, and then we can talk about your events.
Okay. Well, Thursday, October 13th, we're going to be doing an event at Artistry Pottery, and people will show up and they'll get one of these planters.
Okay.
Paint it however they want to, have a glass of wine, have some fun, hang out with your friends. Then Artistry Pottery is going to kiln it, and a week later you'll pick it up. This is one that they did, and
That's pretty.
then they'll have a plant inside of it.
Yeah. So do you partner with a lot of people on events?
Yes, we do. We've done stuff with Culture Flock, and I've done stuff at Mother's Brewing Company, and this is our 10th one that we've had at Artistry Pottery over the past couple of years.
Very
Nice.
cool.
So that is this week? No, next weekend.
Next Thursday.
Okay,
Yes.
next Thursday.
Yeah, it's on our Facebook page. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. The Harvest Plant Party. So that's what they can expect
Harvest
from that,
Plant
right?
Party.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Awesome. All right.
Now, okay, so do you have some tips as you're planting things? Because I mentioned to you in the break, I am not good with plants. So any tips I can pick up from you, the better.
One of the tips that seems to come up quite a bit is that people have a tendency to overwater their plants, especially
Yeah.
their cactus or their succulents, and that's what kills a lot of the plants, or make sure that they're in the right light. So we try to talk to everybody and
About
tell them
each particular plant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, so are we going to go ahead and plant this?
Yes, of course.
What kind of dirt, soil? Because this doesn't look like the dirt in my yard.
No, this is a mixture that I made. It's got some regular potting soil, some perlite, which is the little white
What does
stuff.
that do?
This aerates the soil, and it
okay.
allows air to get down into the roots. And I put a little bit of peat moss in here as well.
Is that what the bigger fibers are?
Yeah,
I mean, it almost looks like a little bit of mulch, right?
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Good mix in there.
Yeah.
So, put this in there.
So is there any kind of trick when you're planting something to spread out the roots or anything like that, or?
So what I'd usually do, if the plant is root bound, then I kind of loosen up the roots, and that's going to let them crawl out a little bit. But whenever they're not super root bound, like this one isn't root bound, then I'm just going to plant it in here. Because if you disrupt the roots, you're going to disrupt the plant itself, and so it's not going to be able to take off.
So you don't
as
want to
well.
spread it out too much,
No.
because you don't want to break it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, a plant like this, will you ever have to repot that into something larger?
Yeah, you will, probably in a year or so.
Okay.
You'll have to do that.
So it's a progressive thing then.
Yeah.
All right, now let me ask you this too. So we touch on your events a little bit. You guys also have a plant swap coming up, like 2 weeks or so. Tell me about that event.
Yeah, that's October 15th, and we're benefiting Springfield Community Gardens for that one. And what we're going to do is we're going to have people come. They can swap their fall plants. You know, they're bringing their plants in and they're clipping them up, and they can swap them with other people. We're going to have vendors there, and then we have a number of plant classes, and the plant classes are going to be $5 a piece. With 100% of those ticket sales are going to go to Springfield Community Gardens.
Nice.
Where did the inspiration for what you're doing come from?
The inspiration came from me having way too many plants in the house, actually. And so what we did is, what I ended up doing was my pandemic project was to build a greenhouse.
Oh.
And so I built a greenhouse and filled that up with plants, and so we decided we needed to start selling them. Well, we were donating them to like Springfield Black Tie for donations.
Oh, okay. You
CASA
donate
and
to
things.
a lot of plants, don't
Yes,
you?
cool.
That's
exactly.
Really neat. Well, this looks fabulous.
Yeah. So what would be like really quickly? What would be the other is this all you have to do with it, or is there other like small steps people need to do to take care of it after it's put into this specific pot?
So this particular plant likes bright light, maybe a little bit of morning sunlight. The morning sunlight is going to make those colors really stand out on those leaves.
Okay.
So, and just water it whenever it's dry.
Yeah.
So I
Perfect.
don't tell people to water once a week or anything like
Yeah.
that. You have to
Just feel
stick
it.
your finger in
Okay.
there
Alright.
and see if it's
How
dry.
can people find more information, keep up with you?
Check out our Facebook page, Grow for Good 417, and we have all of our events listed
That's
on there.
great. Thanks for what you do.
All right. Thanks
Yeah.
for
It's
being
so
here.
fun,
Thank you.
too. Coming up, find out what you need to know on an upcoming homeschooling conference.
Christina with Bloom and Blossom is here. Stay with us.